everyone. Thank you for joining today. So today we're going to do 30 minutes Yin Yoga class. So it's going to be a little bit slower, more of a slowing down class, going inside and really taking the time to go into the postures. So we're going to need a couple things for the class. So if you have blocks, please take them, and if you don't, you can always use some thick books or something that's about this thick, or some cushions. And also I'm using here, I have this really big cushion from my sofa, so you can use that, and another small cushion. Like, you can just pile up several cushions to use for the session to prop onto. So yeah, you're welcome to take that and join me in a seated position. So just cross your legs and bring your hands down on your knees, and we're just going to take a second here to breathe before we start. So bring your hands down onto your knees, close your eyes and straighten your back. So really elongate the spine, reach up towards the sky. And take a second to breathe nice and deep through the nose, filling the abdomen with air. And nice and slow, 4 counts, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, inhale nice and deep. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can keep on breathing here. And I want you to focus today on acceptance. So the idea that you accept anything that comes to you, obviously knowing that you don't choose certain things that come to you. However, you do choose how you react to them, whether you harden or soften facing those new challenges. So we just want to focus that on coming from a neutral point of view. Whatever comes to you, try not to come with some preconceived ideas of things that come, but just come from that neutral point, neither negative nor positive, nothing based on your experience, and let it come as it is, and choose to react, softening to whatever it is that comes, opening to it. And then on the inhale, you're going to open your eyes. And we're going to take our blocks or books or cushions, whatever it is that you have, and we're going to place them behind our back. So you can place them 2 levels. You can place them up on the high level or low, whichever is more comfortable for you. I'm going to show the more simple beginner version. So the first block, you're going to place it behind your back so that the top part of the block is coming right under your shoulder blades. So like, well, when you wear a bra, that's pretty much where the strap would be. So you find that point where it's comfortable, then place your head on the other block, and you're going to bring your feet together and open your knees to the sides. Just let them fall open. Bring your arms down, palms facing up to the sides, and close your eyes and just let your chest melt open here. So the idea of Yin Yoga is to find your limit in posture, not to push that limit further. Just feel where you are and where you can go to, and find stillness and stay in that posture. So we have the tendency to always want to move, to be more into a yang movement and a lot of strengthening and heat. And we have to nurture stillness also. Just this moment of doing nothing and letting yourself sink into the posture. And the longer you stay there, the more you'll feel things appearing, happening in your body, and even in your emotions. And just welcome that. Just welcome whatever's happening. It may seem easy, but it's actually a different type of challenge to stay a long time in a posture. Keep on breathing here. Feel that heart opening up, that chest opening up. Let the shoulders fall down towards the ground. Welcome the silence, like if it was a light coming inside of you and reaching all your cells, nurturing them. Keep on breathing nice and deep, a little bit more. Remember to also relax your face. Make sure you're not really pressing your lips together. Let the jaw relax. And we're slowly going to come out of the posture. So close your knees with your hands. Bring your knees back together. And bring your elbows under the shoulders. Gently push yourself up. So it's important to take it slow, especially when you're in a long time in a posture. You have to take it slow when you come out. You might feel a rush of the blood to the head. So we're going to take our blocks or books and bring them out in front of us, facing down. Come onto hands and knees, and you're going to place your elbows to the top of the mat, top of the block. Place them on there. Open your shoulder blades and release your head down in the middle of the blocks. If you don't have anything, you can also do this without the blocks, just with your elbows on the mat. This just gives it a little bit more of an opening with the blocks. And release that head down. You can bring your hands in prayer and bring your hands over your head. Your knees are under your hips. And feel that opening in the top of your back and the shoulder blades. Imagine like if you had a weave in that area, and slowly that weave is getting looser. So just making space there, releasing, not holding on to anything. Just let it go through the weave, passing, just like your emotions that come and go, tensions come and go, and letting them go now. And the more you bring your hands up and overhead, the more you'll feel that release. If you feel any tingling in your shoulders or in your fingers, take it back an inch. So really slowly with each exhale, you can feel it's opening up a little bit deeper. Wonderful. And slowly we're going to come out of the posture. So bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. And remove the blocks out of the way for the moment. Lie down on your stomach. And we're going to extend our left arm out to the left side, the palm facing down towards the ground. And with the other hand, you're going to push yourself over on your left side and bring your right foot behind you flat on the floor. Your head goes down to the ground. You'll feel that nice stretch in your arm and your left shoulder. So how much you can roll over to your side depends on how much tension you have in your arm and your shoulder, on your mobility. Just don't take it further than that comfort zone. From there, slowly, it'll go further, just melting into it. Now, for some, this is comfortable, but you can sometimes go further. You can clasp your hands together behind your arms, interlace your fingers, and open a little bit more. This is not an obligation. If this doesn't feel good, bring that hand back down on the ground and stay where you were before. This is also a great work on patience, because we're very impatient with others, but mostly with ourselves. When we find that we can't reach a certain goal, we just move on to something else. We're very used to getting constant, instant satisfaction. And that's what's wonderful about Yin Yoga. It really helps to calm you down, bring you back to earth, and work on that patience. Wonderful. Roll back to center slowly and extend your right arm down to the ground. Same thing, palm facing down, and roll over to your right side and bring that left foot behind the right leg, flat on the floor. Find that point of comfort where you can go a little bit further without hurting yourself always. If you need to, you can clasp the hands behind together. Same thing here. If you feel any tingling in your fingers, you can bring your arm a little bit down so that there's not as much tension. And slowly roll back onto your stomach. And we're going to come into a Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows under your shoulders, palms facing down to the ground. Bring your chest forward lightly. Neck is long. Release the legs. Don't need to tighten the glutes. Just open that chest lightly. Wonderful. And come back up onto your heels and take whatever you have that's a big cushion that you can put in front of you, lie down onto, and we're going to come into supported puppy pose. So come with your hips over your heels, over your knees again, sorry, and extend your arms over that cushion and release your head. You can either have the chin on the cushion or you can come over with one cheek on the cushion to one side and just let yourself melt into the cushion. Trying to open up every side, front side and back side of the body. And change, bring your other cheek over onto the cushion. Look to the other side. Really let your chest melt into the cushion. And slowly we're going to come out. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up. Take the cushion out of the way here just for an instant. And if you have the blocks, we're going to take the block once again. Bring your heels in close to your bum. And you're going to push your hips up towards the sky. Take that block. And we're going to find a comfortable point. So same thing here. You can bring it on the high standard, you would say, or low. So whichever is more comfortable for you. Personally, I like it to be nice and high. And we're going to bring the block under the sacrum. So not on the lower back. You want it to find that point on the sacrum. And also be careful with your block that it's well placed so it doesn't fall over. Find that place there. You should really feel that feeling of release in your hips as soon as you leave the hips down on the block. And bring your hips up, your legs up, bend towards the sky. Open up your palms up towards the ceiling. And just sit here. Nice release in the hips. Reversing the flow of the blood. Getting the energies flowing across the body. So these are postures you can take to a different level. If you want, you can bring your legs up entirely extended straight up towards the sky, but this is better if you have a wall behind you to support your legs, because what we want is not to have any muscles clenching. So it's better to have them bent in this posture. And you'll still have a wonderful feeling of release. So what we're doing here essentially in Yin Yoga is to activate the parasympathetic nervous system, so reversing that feeling of fight or flight. So we're really slowing down the whole system, allowing ourselves to release, allowing your body to function in a normal way, allowing it to digest, the cells to regenerate, and essentially to really rest. Give yourself this peaceful moment of rest. Wonderful. You're going to slowly bring your feet back down to the ground. Slightly bring your hips up from the ground and remove the block. Take it away from the mat. You're going to twist your right leg over the left and let your knees fall over to the left side. So try to have your knees up towards your chest, especially those who have a sensitive lower back. And let those knees fall over to one side. And you can bring your arms up towards the sky, towards your head instead of having them down towards the ground. And look over to your right hand. And melt into that really nice twist. If your knees are not touching the ground and you feel like they're in suspension here, bring a cushion under the knees because you don't want it to be hanging there and feeling like you're pulling on something. So don't hesitate in putting a cushion there for support. While you're lying here, you can just scan over your body and make sure you're really releasing every little part. Up to the tips of your fingers, your toes, your bum, and your face. There's always these hiding tensions somewhere. And slowly we're going to come back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Uncross the legs. And this time bring your left leg over the right. Bring those knees up towards your chest and let them fall down over to your right side. Look up over to your left side and release. And there might be one side that seems more relaxed, or on one side the knees touch the floor and on the other they don't. And that's the way your body is. It's not completely parallel, completely symmetrical, so that's perfectly fine. Just accept that as it is. And slowly come back to center. Bring those knees back to center. And finally, we're going to take the cushion, whatever big cushion that you have, and place it touching the lower back here. If you need to, you can place another cushion so that your head is slightly higher. And you're going to lie back onto that cushion. Make yourself comfortable. Extend the legs out. And you can clasp your elbows over your head if that's comfortable for you. If you have a sensation of tingling, you can bring those arms over your forehead or down to the ground. But this just gives a little extra opening here with the elbows up behind your head. And lie here and feel that nice opening in the chest. Give yourself this instant. See how you feel now compared to 30 minutes ago. It's incredible what you can do just in 30 minutes with a few postures. Really going inside the body and completely letting go, detaching from whatever you were doing before and accepting anything that is to come. Wherever your thoughts go, just remind yourself that you're just lying here and breathing. That's all you're doing at this present moment. And that's all that really matters. So I invite you to stay in the posture as long as you need, as long as you feel like it. Really take it all in. There's no limit to this posture. And whenever you're ready, you can slowly come out of it. There's no obligation. Slowly come out if you're ready. If not, stay there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Feel free to let me know in the comments, and you can like the video for support and subscribe to the channel if it's not the case. And I'll see you very soon for the next class. Have a wonderful rest of the day.